Culture itself is an evolutionary process. Every aspect of human development is seen as driven by evolution. A country's fame relies in its outstanding diversity, where ethnicity, culture, religion, and language which come together in a dazzling collaboration of humanity, which is of the most ancient and the timeless civilization in the world, that is, India, our motherland. People of this country are excellent, creative, artistic, and hardworking. India is the crown of religion, respect, and modesty. India's ancient knowledge remains as an untold story. Heritage in all can be the basis for innovation and advancement. The heritage elevates the ethnicity of a state, and with bundle of history, Karnataka has its unique stand in country's chronicle. Though man has tended to walk into the future, the circle of life recoils and passes the same phase. Something vital has been lost in the past, must be found today. History is not something obscure or unimportant. It plays a vital role in our everyday lives. In this fast-moving era, people settle and move away. People, present and departed, rich and poor, have stories to tell. Stories that can be collected, conserved and celebrated. One should break the history, evoke the past, infuse the tradition, experience divinity, paint your imagination. Everything in the future or present is based on the past. The past must be preserved because without it, we are nothing. People crave for authenticity, which, if commemorated at a place, draws in innumerable eyes, and this is satisfied by none other than museums. As the keepers, protectors, interpreters, and exhibitors of our history, museum plays a vital role. One such pioneer museum in Malnad region has taken a step into the rich heritage of Karnataka. It has been said, in order to truly experience something, we have to experience it in person. These words have been true after a visit to the historical museum in Lakkenkoppa, a journey of 14 kilometers from the gateway of Malnad, Shimoga, which is having an eventful history. This travel trails us to the exquisite Amulya Shodha. The name itself depicts the relevance of museum as not letting the treasures of olden days and researching the deep-rooted mother culture, and it calls upon to join our hands to be a universal human. This precious discovery is set up by Mr. H. Khandobarao, a retired history lecturer, reflects the motto, Quantum Glory, today's endurance, future resplendence. During the cultural complex at the farm, spread over about 2 acres, one is transported to an enthralling world of yesteryear, which looks like an undeclared center of study in history and archaeology. Mr. Khandobarao worthily treasures the memory and salutes Kuvempu for his works in Kannada literature. A peek into this bundle of heritage fills our eyes with beautiful gardens escalated with unique sculptures and inscriptions. The place is enchanted with nature's scenic serenity. Each corner is guarded by the 4 pillars, which is from the old district office carved with MPW 1878, conveying indoctrination of DC office. The pillars accommodate a fascinating matron statue on colonnade, a national emblem, a statue depicting unity of different religions, and an inspirational figurine of Swami Vivekananda. When embroiled in such panorama, a mesmerizing infrastructure identified as Nenapu awaited us into its doors. Wood engravings on the outer walls of Nenapu depicted the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. The architectural vintage doors holds its hands wide and wholeheartedly calls in the admirers into the Nenapu arcade. The hallway welcomes us with the beautiful shadow play from the terracotta roofs of the artistic Nenapu Hall, wherein the ethnic bells plays its divine tune, devoting it to Lord Shiva of Belligavi temple. The basket of knowledge starts with the famous Abraham Lincoln letter, second draft, the Manifest Declaration of the 13th United States of America, followed by brass antiques. Binocular collectibles. As like all collections, Nenapu protects vintage and antique cameras and food carriers. Its famous Dasara festival, there exists the illustrative dolls depicting richness of our state. Was the picture of rulers of Vodaya dynasty placed with head held high and marking the glory of royalty. Behind one of the showcases were beautiful lanterns, chimney oil lamp. The Nenapu in itself had a music band which consisted of different kinds of musical instruments like tabla, veena, violin, harmonium, and many more. Of swords, types of knives, javelins, spears, axes, modern The shelves were occupied with various collections of scented bottles, wines. All these vitrines acknowledged us with hundreds of tales which enhanced endurance. Amidst where we find a transfixing, inspiring, gigantic portrait which was going to express itself as the literal genesis of Amulya Shodha. Drawing inspiration from the famous Taj Mahal, Mr. Khandobarao opened this museum as a testimony to the eternal love for his late wife Yashoda. We walked out of the Nenapu hypnotized by oodles of cognitions and wondering about the innumerable history. The canon leads us the way to the new art complex at Amulya Shodha. Studying coins and their background can lead to interesting discoveries and facts about history, politics, society, and culture. The museum has archaic congeries of coins. It includes illustrations of southern rulers. It has immense miscellaneous national and international paper money and infrequent intricate which are conjoined according to their divisions. It is important to realize and know about our nation's history and richness, which was handed down by Nanya Darshini. The next hallway made us travel through the magnificent artworks of Raja Ravi Varma, who was a painter of colonial India. The ravishing collection of eye-catching objects tracked us around the astonishing edifice which holded chakras symbolizing the circuit of life. Let the outcome become history in the future. Then we'll be able to be better off than the previous. The eminent historian's effort in bringing to light the hidden facts about the rich history through the upbringing present is worthy, past is treasure. As wheel of time revolves, present will be history one or the other day. It's a treasure of recalling of this age. Let we all pledge to preserve the precious presence. Each of us can see something from whatever poor vision that we have. They are different, incomplete versions of truth. But we need not be disheartened. If we can unite all the different incomplete visions, we may get to know the real truth. Mankutimma.